All right, let's take a look at stock of the day. I thought we'd, a company that doesn't come up very often here on the call, Eclipx Group, coming out today, lifting earnings 63% on the previous full year, with net profit of 76 million, up from 18 million. Of course, it is in the fleet management car leasing business. The company says it's making good progress into new markets, including corporate, small business and novated leasing, telling the market there's a healthy demand for cars and appetite is apparent despite vehicle supply shortages in the near term. It expects end of lease income to remain above pre-COVID levels. Henry, what do you think of the result and Eclipx as a stock?
The result was good. Eclipx as a stock has been going pretty well. I had a number of issues in the last few years with a couple of their businesses, which they have jettisoned. This, I have to say, is still a sector that is ripe for consolidation in the lease business. You've got Eclipx, you've got Smart Group, and you've got Macmillan Shakespeare as well. There is a deal to be done. There's probably not enough space for three of them. There's probably enough space for two of them. So I think this plays into that. The result's good. The market likes it. I wonder where all these new cars are coming from, mind you, because it's pretty hard to get hold of a new car at the moment. I was speaking to a car dealer on Saturday as my wife picked up her new car, which is an old new car, and he said that he hasn't seen it like this for 18 years. So it's a good market for Eclipx. I think this one will keep going.
Yeah, okay.
Nothing wrong with it at all.
So you do it as a buy at these levels?
I always hate chasing things when they're hitting highs, and this is hitting a high. I'd certainly, if you owned it, you'd hold it. If you're coming new to it, maybe wait for a little pullback on some profit taking on Friday, perhaps, and try and snag it below 240. But it's doing all the right things and it's in the right space.
Okay. Andrew, what do you think of Eclipx? Of course, my advice for anyone looking for a new car is to go for an MG. Great car, plenty available, and a fantastic Port Adelaide sponsor.
Yes, indeed. I don't know what to say, Koshi, apart from you're always right, of course. Look, I don't want to start the show off on the wrong foot by saying I agree with Henry because, it takes all the theatre away, but I agree with Henry. Probably the only thing that I would be mindful of, though, is, certainly rising interest rates are potentially, rising bond yields are potentially an issue for them from a financing perspective. But we just saw there before on that chart, it's a great looking chart. It bottomed out at 50 cents back there in March last year, and it's just been a slow, steady rise since. Consensus is about 265, and we're sort of knocking on the door of that price. So if you could buy it on a little pullback back around sort of the 240s, 250s, I'd be quite comfortable in doing that. But it's certainly ticking all the right boxes, and in the context of that M&A point that Henry quite rightly made, it is certainly a target.
Okay.